Have you ever prayed and nothing happened? You asked sincerely. You believed deeply. Yet heaven felt silent. Many people think unanswered prayers mean God isn't listening. But the Bible tells a deeper story. Throughout Scripture, faithful people prayed and waited. Silence appears again and again in the Bible. Not as rejection, but as part of God's process. Today we'll explore why God sometimes doesn't answer prayers, according to the Bible. God's silence does not mean God's absence. Job cried out in pain and heard nothing. David wrote psalms filled with waiting and confusion, yet Scripture never says God abandoned them. Silence is not the same as neglect. Often, God is closer than we realize. Sometimes God's answer is not yes or no. Sometimes the answer is wait. Waiting stretches faith. It reveals trust. Abraham waited decades for a promise. Joseph waited years in prison. Delay was not denial. It was preparation. The Bible also shows that God sometimes says no, even to faithful prayers. Paul prayed for his suffering to be removed, and God refused. Instead, God said, "My grace is sufficient for you." A no can protect us from what we cannot yet see. Sometimes prayer doesn't change circumstances, it changes us. In silence, humility grows. Patience forms. Dependence deepens. God is less interested in quick comfort and more interested in eternal transformation. The Bible encourages persistence. Trust even without clarity, obedience without answers. Silence is not wasted time. It is sacred space where faith matures. God sees what we cannot. He hears prayers we think went unnoticed, and when He answers, it is always at the right time. Silence is not the end of the story. If you're waiting on God right now, you're not alone. Comment below and share your experience. Subscribe to Discover Bible Today for more biblical truths often overlooked.